everyone, my name is Sanya Mahajan. I'm a legal intern in Lexis Company, and today's topic of mine is upon the first information report. That what is we call it is an FIR under CRPC, and FIR is an earliest form and the first information of a cognizable offence recorded by an officer in charge of a police station, and the underlying reason of for this documenting an FIR is to set a criminal law into motion and not to express all the small details therein. Basic information related to the crime is been written in the FIR, and though this term is not used in a criminal procedure code, however, an information given under subsection 1 of the section 154 CRPC is commonly known as first information. Thus, for that, we must know about basically the cognizable offences which have been recorded in an FIR. It is an offence in which the police officer has the supreme authority for arresting without a warrant and to be able to start an investigation with or without the permission of the court in terms of the cognizable offence. And who can lodge an FIR? There is a basic information related to it. The person who can file an FIR in this are as under, that is the aggrieved person or somebody on his behalf, and any person who is aware of the offence by being either party to the crime and as eyewitness or his hearsay account, or by accused himself, or by SHO on his own knowledge. By SHO, we must that he have the information or the knowledge about the crime or a cognizable offence which has been committed in view of an officer in charge, and he can register a case himself. Howsoever, he is not bound to take down in written writing any information, and even if the information is only by a medical certification upon the arrival of the injured person, and then the SHO should enter into the daily diary and go to the hospital for the recording detailed statement of the injured person. Then we must know about it, where the FIR should be filed. Any person can lodge an FIR, and it should be not necessary for him to be a victim or an injured person or an eyewitness. It is not essential for the first information report to be true, and hence it has been hearsay, and thus it need not to be given by the person who has first hand knowledge of the facts. And when it should be filed, there is a question related to it. An FIR should be filed in the police station of the concerned area in whose jurisdiction the offence took place. Though it is a secondary, however, it is an equally important object to obtain early information of an alleged criminal activity and to record the circumstances before the trial, lest which led to such circumstances which are forgotten and embellished. The objective of the FIR is basically to reduce the substance of data given on of the cognizable offence, to have it signed by the complainant if submitted in written, and to maintain the record of information for the cognizant offence committed, to initiate investigation on the receipt of information commissioner recognizable offence, to inform the magistrate regarding the nature of the information received as per the FIR. Procedure of an FIR. Filing an FIR is mentioned under section 154 of the Criminal Procedure Code, and lay down for the lodging of an FIR. Then writing from the when the information about the cognizable offence is in writing is given oral, the police must write it down and read over of a person giving the information. The demand recorded by the police must be read to him, and then the verification clause which has been signed by the information person who is providing it to the police about the crime. Then the signature is must for the particular Guys, this was all about the FIR report and what all particulars are needed for it. And if you need any information related to it, please do write in the comment section. Please do subscribe this channel. Next.